everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. Oh, I'm so excited to show you today's card because it is the first card from the mini catalog try it class that I have coming up, and registration has opened by the time this video has posted. It's been open for my card club girls for a couple of days. They get a bigger discount, but early bird is open if you're watching this when the video posts. Before I get to that, speaking of card club, this is my first card club project for the month. We do 3 each month. They make 2 of each, so they get the supplies to do it twice. You can go watch this video to learn more about my card club. It's an online subscription service. The cheapest thing that I do, as far as cost for a class where you get supplies mailed to you. So it's super fun. I love Card Club, and I'm really looking forward to using the supplies this month. Then I have some Christmas cards with the online exclusives that have posted. So this is the So Very Merry, in case you've missed it, because it's not in any, the online exclusives, as the name implies, are not in a printed publication. So I don't want you to miss those. This is a really pretty one. And I have a whole set of online exclusive Christmas cards on my channel if you look for that playlist. And then this was the first card that I did from the holiday catalog. I took the Evergreen, Fragrant Forest, I think is what it's called. Which when I saw that, I thought, oh, I have some pine essential oil. I should have put that on in between my layer of embossing to have a little bit of a card that smelled like the Fragrant Forest. But this one has posted, so you can go check that out. It also uses the mixed medleys, which is a new stamp set. So my try it class, if you haven't done it before, it will fill. So if you're thinking about it, don't wait, because it does fill up. There are 3 different ways to participate. One is free if you're a member of my team. New members always get the stuff, or new team members get the stuff sent to them at no charge. Make sure this doesn't go to sleep. And then once you've been on my team for more than a year, all you have to do is RSVP to show up to our Zoom, and we Zoom together. There's 10 projects, 12 during a celebration catalog. We don't make all of them together. We used to. It was a bit much. My team's all across the United States. So we usually pick 3 or so to do. And then you can get the full packet, which that's the way I recommend if you're paying for it, and get it early bird. Because then to make the projects as I will make them, you will need all of the new papers, all of the new ribbons, all of the new embellishments. So I have them all sent to me, and then I divide them all up to you guys. So I'm not left with a lot of stuff. I am left with some that becomes VIP projects. Or if you're overseas, especially because we can't sell products out of market, you can always do just the online version. Then you get this PDF, and you get all of the video links. So included in my try class, this and retreats are the only time that I do this, because I pay my daughter to make them. I used to make them. Hers are prettier. So you'll get a PDF. You can open it and save it in your computer, on a Kindle, in an iPad, and it will have, this is the one from Annual Catalog. This needs to be charged, so the light on it's not great. So you can see that it has, maybe you can see, why is it not scrolling? There we go. All of the projects that we did for the Annual Catalog. There was 12, because there was there celebration? I don't know. There was 12 for Annual Catalog, probably because there's more paper. So you get this. All of it has the measurements. It has a photo of the project. About half of them will be fun folds, and about half will be template based. And then you can go back and use this. In fact, the card I'm doing today is going to be the template for my, July VIP projects. So it gives you a chance to kind of see them in other forms. So when you have it, you can do it from this, but I give lots of tips. So watch the videos. And as you'll see in a second, we go through all of the catalog stuff. So they're here. And then included with this is, there's always on the second page a little playlist. You just hit that, and then you're taken to, hopefully, the YouTube page. I haven't used my iPad for a while. That has all of the projects for that particular try it. And then you have access to their private videos. Just class members and my team are the only ones that get to see them. But you have access to them forever. So you can go back with anything. Now, if you need a catalog, let me know. I'm sending them out in stages. So July, people who ordered from me in July, I'll get them first, and then they'll start going out. But if you've never had a catalog, or if it's been a while, or you don't have a demonstrator, let me know. I'd be happy to send you one. Now, in a normal Try It class, we walk through the catalog together. So I open it up and I show you the page, and we talk about things with the different suites for each card that we do. I can't open a catalog, so I always retape this one. So when you do the class, you won't have to listen to all of this. It'll just be the project for this one. So for it, we are going to use, well, let me show you first. You get a whole stack of, you'll have 10 things stacked up. Your ribbon and embellishments will be in a separate package. You always get a little sweet treat. And then everything that you need is as you need it here for each project. So you'll just pick it up. In fact, if you're interested, you can go back and watch. I put the introductions on my public channel. So you can just type in on my YouTube channel, introduction to Try It. And then you're going to see exactly how they come to you. So this would be for this project. It is the Autumn Leaves Suite. So we can't stamp. I can't send you stamped images because it's against Stampin' Up! Policy. For example, this one will have a place to stamp, and then you just add any words that you have. Or you can rearrange it if you don't want the words and leave that little part off. But I am going to use the words out of this at the end. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And then let's take a look at the other things that we're using. So you'll have 3 dies from the Autumn Leaves. So you'll have the frame and then 2 of the leaves. Here's the one so we didn't use, since I have to show them to you this way since I can't open the catalog. So you can see that there's veins that go on the larger leaves that you can stamp or cut out. It's got some fun dots. I haven't really had time to work with it because I just got this stuff yesterday, and this is already my 3rd project. So I'll have, by the time you get it for Try It, I will have at least had time to look at it a little bit more. So those are the dies. And then this piece of vanilla here is run through the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. So you have that. And then you have the paper, which we'll take a look at in a second. Look how fabulous these are. These are our new distressed circles. So you can see these 3 right here are missing, and then you'll have those 3 in your packet. Here is the paper, and this is where we really spend time in the class, because this one doesn't really have images to cut out. It has some I could probably make work, but we had the dies. But a lot of our papers, since we can't stamp, we will cut out the images. And I like for you to see every single piece. So in the class, I'm not going to take time now since I'm going to redo this. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pack of paper. In fact, I hadn't really considered using it for Card Club or an online class. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it yet until I saw it in person. And it's in my heart and soul to use it now on a project. So you can see it. One side has the specialty metallic, and the other side, which I always call one side the other side. It's kind of like not the side. This one, I don't even know which one's the other side, because these are some beautiful, beautiful papers. And then you also, the leaves are cut out of this new oxidized copper paper. So you have one of each color. I try to get you as many sheets of paper. Now you can't get all of them, because like in this, there's no way we can get 12 different designs on one card. One card, I always get one card where I get all of the paper from a suite in it. But that's why I like to show them to you. So let's put this together. They're easy to put together. You would just need adhesive. You really do need a paper trimmer, because you're going to need the scoring blade for any of the fun folds. You'll need your adhesives. You would need a bone folder, which I am looking for. I don't see mine. This one's okay without it. It's really, really basic supplies that you need to finish it. So this is pecan pie. Then here is the distressed tile. On the other card, I put it up this way. On this one, I'm going to flip it over because I really can't tell which direction it's supposed to go. And when I was putting this little packet together, I liked it this way. The other thing that happens is, because there's 3 designs on this paper, they're the exact same as my other one. But I tried to get a packet that has different. Of course, sometimes I don't remember what I did. But that way, because we're seeing 3, then you'll see 3 different ones on another one, just to see how you can kind of mix up the paper packet. Because on the 6x6, it's a little bit more of a challenge. So you can lay them on. You can see I have the graduated layers of circles. But I do like this other side. So you can flip them all over then and decide how you want to use them. There's a sweater. There's a little bit of a fall sunlight. You could go all, like if the metallic's not your thing, flip them that way. I am going to do this. So let's start with it. And just put it here. And then I'm going to use this here. And just overlap them a little bit. You want this one to kind of be the center of your card right here. It doesn't have to be perfect because we have enough random going on that it doesn't matter. And then I think it would be really pretty with it to just be the metallic. If you love it and you can't cover it up, I totally understand. But mauve is my thing right now. I realized that my nails matched. Look at this whole sheet of paper. And it matches this. I didn't know that I was into a mauve thing, but apparently I am. It's a beautiful color. So on this one, I'm going to use it this way, and then we'll compare it when I'm done to the other one. So let's go with our leaves like this. And then we have the little tag. I think there's 2 of them in the dies, and you can see that it's a fun little cut and it has some stitching. So stamp happy birthday on it, stamp a sympathy card. This would be a pretty sympathy card. Whatever greeting you want. I am going to take the one out of the set, which I like to do if I can, just so you can see how they kind of fit, especially on the dies like this. And I'm doing this in peacock because that's what color that is. There's so many colors in this paper that you're bound to have. I mean, and most of you have espresso, and it would work perfectly. So then you have a little piece of the ribbon. The ribbon that comes in this suite. I'm not going to show you the other one. I just used it on the other card that I made, the fragrant forest. So it's a combo pack, and so you have a little piece of copper. I'm going to cut it in half. I like to deconstruct some ribbon when we can. So just cut it in here. If you have ribbon scissors, feel free to use those. But this is a pretty, I like the texture of it. It holds up to cutting like this really well. And cut this. And then before you do anything to it, because I love to deconstruct some ribbon, I'm going to tie this in a knot. So tie the knot, get it good and tight. Do the same with the second piece. Just like that, give it a good tug. And then you're going to take it and you're going to shred it now. And because you've tied that knot, it's not going to go anywhere. Sometimes, when I deconstruct ribbon, we lay it all on the table and then we tie it in a knot. This is a short little piece. And this is really fine copper thread. So get as much as you can off of the ends. It isn't one of those that will disappear. So you see you're left with this. Now you can leave it. It looks a little bit fallish. It looks like, in the fall leaves when you have a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to cut it off. So finish doing that on all of these. Okay, so these are all done. Just cut these last veins off. I don't even know what those are called. The thing that was holding all the ribbon together until we took it all the way apart. If you don't like tying bows, then do stuff like this because it looks equally as funny. A little bit more off of here, I think. There we go. So now you have some fluffies for your card. So I'm going to take this. I thought about putting it on a dimensional this time. I didn't on the card. You can kind of play with it. And then see where this one has, it'll depend on yours, what words you put on it. But this one has a little bit of an empty spot right here. And I would much rather see 2 things. My beautiful mauve colored leaves, but also the decal on that right there. I think it's pretty when it meets. So just tuck that under so it doesn't cover up your words. Can't tell if that's straight. It looks pretty good. Then you're going to take the smaller of the 2 leaves. It's not really smaller, it's just thinner. For this class, you will probably, I can't say because I haven't designed the project yet. This is the only one I've done. But it is usually helpful. We do often use all of the adhesives, like both the kinds of glue, obviously a seal and a seal plus, if there's any fun folds that need a little bit more holding, definitely dimensionals. So just have those ready. And put some seal on the back of this. And then you can kind of see how these just join. I'm just going to stick them right here on this leaf here. Just like that. And then I'm going to take 2 dimensionals. That's going to help hold those in there. You want to be careful that this one doesn't go down past the bottom of your leaf much. It's going to tuck under there as well. So then you're just going to lift this up a little bit. That's why I like to use seal. Just stick that in there. And then this dimensional is going to help hold all those down. Let's stick it on our card that's flapping open because I don't know where I put my bone folder. And you do need a bone folder for class because of the fun folds. It just helps you get a better fold. It doesn't pop up like this. Isn't that pretty? And so simple. And then you will have 3 embellishments. Now, nobody's going to have the olive because it doesn't match. So you'll have one of each of the mauve, the crumb cake, and the pecan. So let's see. Let's use this big one here. I'm going to put that there. These are going to be placed a little bit different than my other one because of the way I stamped and that's the way it's put together. It's fun, I think, as part of class just to get to see all of the embellishments. Because you open up that little package and there's all the new ribbon and all the new embellishments. So here's this one. Super pretty. Don't you love the way that you can, the thing is stuck to me, make that ribbon be so much different than what it looks like in the catalog. You could trim it a little bit. I like crazy. Like if my garden could be all cottage garden crazy, that would make me happy. My husband likes, he would definitely be trimming this down. So here's this one. The only things that I have changed is the paper is flipped on this one. So this one had a little bit more of the trees on that outside scene, so I just flipped them. So you can do it however you want. Everything else is pretty much the same. For whatever reason, I guess I could have smushed that up there. But so if you're interested, you'll want to sign up if it hasn't filled. Every time I add a few more spots because we get a little bit better at cutting it all and figuring out a system. So every time I feel like I can handle just a few more people, and we have bought another table, so we have more room to spread out all the stuff and make packets so it doesn't consume days and days and days of our time. So if it doesn't fill, registration will close by August 30th, 30 days in August, by the end of August. So I'll have time to prepare how much stuff I need to order the day the catalog goes live. And that, of course, happens over a holiday weekend when we are hosting a wedding shower, and then my nephew gets married the following weekend. So that's a really busy time for us. So I want to have it all done before we get super, super busy, more than our regular busy. But it's a really fun class. I know you'll enjoy it if you take it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great weekend. Bye.